As a 12-year-old in Madeira, Ronaldo earned just €150 a week at Sporting CP's academy. Today, he pulls in over $200 million a year in Saudi and stands as the first footballer to amass more than $1 billion in career earnings. That is ambition turned into reality. But before the private jets and record-breaking paychecks, let's rewind to where it all started. Humble roots, billion-dollar dreams. He shared a one-bedroom flat in Funchal with his family, living off his father's bus driver wages and his mother's home-cooked meals. Even then, his eyes were set on something bigger. Now Ronaldo commands supercars in La Finca, private jets on call, beachfront villas from Madrid to Turin, and a personal brand valued at over $1 billion. Each new purchase reflects a player who turned discipline into diamonds. In the video ahead, we'll trace his path from those 6 a.m. hill runs in Madeira to the Ferrari he bought after lifting his first Champions League trophy, and all the way to the $200 million a year contract that took him to Saudi Arabia. Stay tuned as we dive into Sporting CP dorms and discover how a modest stipend sparked a legend. Can you picture starting with just €150 a week? He grew up in a tiny one-bedroom flat in Funchal, Madeira, crammed with his parents, a bus driver dad, and a mum who cooked for a living. That cramped space was all Ronaldo knew, until his talent opened a door. Even as a kid, he carried himself like someone destined for more than those narrow streets. At 12, he earned a spot in Sporting CP's academy and a weekly stipend of just €150. For most kids, that's pocket money. For Ronaldo, it was seed money. He poured every euro into extra training gear, a better diet, and those first scuffed cleats that felt like gold. He knew discipline could turn modest pay into a game-changing investment. Forget sleeping in. Ronaldo was up at 6 chasing the sunrise up Madeira's hills. He tracked his body fat like a scientist and ate 5 meals a day. Lean protein, complex carbs, fresh veggies, no junk. Friends were still in bed while he was already sprinting or in the gym. Little wonder he stood out when he finally pulled on that sporting jersey. By 17, he signed his first pro contract, €1,500 a month. Suddenly, those hill runs paid off in real cash and real opportunity. Months later, he debuted for Sporting's senior squad, attracting scouts from across Europe. That jump showed exactly what happens when obsession meets opportunity. A modest stipend transforms into a life-changing career. Next up, we cross the channel to Manchester United and see how Ronaldo's first big paycheck unlocked Ferraris, tailored suits, and a global spotlight. Can you believe United paid over £12 million for an 18-year-old? In August 2003, Sir Alex Ferguson blew away skeptics by splashing £12.24 million on a raw talent from Sporting Lisbon. Cristiano Ronaldo was just 18 and still learning English. Overnight, he went from academy star to the Premier League's most expensive teenager. The move sent shockwaves through football, and every United fan wondered what this kid could really do. One year, he was earning €150 each week in Madeira. 2 months into his United life, his wage jumped to £20,000 a week, which is over 130 times his old stipend. By 2007, it climbed to £200,000 a week, more than 1,300 times what he started with. Ronaldo went from budgeting his €150 on extra protein shakes to feeling like royalty every payday. It didn't take long for Ronaldo to treat himself. In 2005, he parked his first Ferrari 360 Spider, worth about €150,000, outside Carrington Training Ground. He started wearing tailored suits in every shade imaginable and landed grooming deals with brands like Armani and Tag Heuer. Every detail said one thing: this wasn't just a footballer, this was a brand in the making. By 2008, Ronaldo lifted his first UEFA Champions League trophy against Chelsea in Moscow. That spring, he also claimed his maiden Ballon d'Or, edging out rivals like Kaká and Lionel Messi. Suddenly, he was Europe's hottest property, and every headline was about how his ambition translated into silverware and individual honors. Ferguson famously said, "His ambition matches his style," praising Ronaldo's work ethic and ability to learn. Critics grumbled he was too flashy, too obsessed with image. Some coaches warned that the glitz could distract from the grind. But Sir Alex insisted that under pressure, Ronaldo's flair only sharpened his focus. Supporters went wild. "He lives like a king, on and off the pitch," they said, marveling at his car collection and match-winning runs alike. Every goal and every new purchase fueled the legend. Up next, we leave Manchester behind and head to Real Madrid, where a world record transfer would launch his next era of supercars, mansions, and records. Remember when Madrid broke the bank for him? In 2009, Real Madrid stunned everyone by paying £80 million for Ronaldo, still the highest transfer fee at the time. He walked into the Bernabeu earning €11 million net a season, a salary most pros only dream of. Overnight, he wasn't just a footballer, he was a brand new Galactico, signed to lift trophies and headlines alike. But signing him was only the start of the story. Just outside Madrid sits Ronaldo's €15 million mansion, La Finca. 9 bedrooms, an Olympic-grade gym, a 25-meter indoor pool, and a cinema room that could double as a concert hall. He even landscaped the gardens so they'd be camera-ready for every Instagram post. For anyone else, that would be over the top. For Ronaldo, it was just home. Ever seen a driveway that looks like a supercar showroom? Pull into La Finca and you'll find a €1.7 million Bugatti Veyron, a €400,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom, and a €350,000 Lamborghini Aventador parked side by side. Add a Ferrari FF and a McLaren MP 412C, and you've got a parking lot worth more than most people's homes. Each engine roar is a reminder he earned every penny. Speaking of pricey possessions, have you ever checked his watch collection? Ronaldo doesn't wear a watch. He rocks masterpieces. A Patek Philippe that sells for over $1 million, and a Jacob & Company, Astronomia at around $620,000. These timepieces are more than fashion statements. They're trophies for a man obsessed with precision, on and off the pitch. Let's talk about how he keeps his body a 6-star performance machine. Every meal is custom crafted by his personal chef, who costs €2,000 a month, and every muscle gets treated in a €500,000 home cryotherapy chamber. Cryo sessions before breakfast, massages after training, the routines of someone who treats his body like it's the world's most expensive asset. No wonder he kept winning, both on the scoreboard and in style. Between 2013 and 2017, he collected 4 Champions League titles and 4 Ballon d'Ors. Every final felt like a coronation, every celebration a spotlight on his rise. The press couldn't decide if they loved his work ethic more than his trophy haul, or if they admired the lavish lifestyle as much as the goals. Carlo Ancelotti said it best, "He's professionalism second to none," Ancelotti praised. Yet some teammates quipped that training felt like walking into a luxury car showroom. Ronaldo's life off the pitch was almost as big a story as his feats on it. Next stop, Juventus. Let's see how he turned that superstar brand into a family-first billionaire blueprint. Can you believe Juventus shelled out €100 million for him? In July 2018, Juve stunned the football world by breaking the bank, €100 million to snatch Ronaldo from Real Madrid. He immediately became Serie A's top earner at €31 million net per season. The deal wasn't just about goals. It was a statement that Juve meant business. But that fee was just the opening chapter. High above Turin, Ronaldo moved into an €8 million penthouse, overlooking the Alps. Think floor-to-ceiling windows, a private spa, infinity pool, and 24/7 security to keep prying lenses at bay. For someone who chases perfection, even his home had to feel like a 5-star retreat. Next, meet the people who joined him inside. By 2019, he'd settled in with partner Georgina Rodriguez, daughter Alana, and twin toddlers. Together, they command a social media army of 60 million followers. Every family snapshot, luxury vacations, red carpet looks, became front-page news, proving that Ronaldo's biggest win might be off the pitch. Ready for his 4-wheeled entourage? His garage reads like a luxury catalog. A Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a Mercedes G63 AMG, and a McLaren 720S, among others. Each roar announced his arrival. Each polished chassis a reminder that he earned every penny. But trophies still mattered more than torque. In just 3 seasons, he lifted 2 Serie A titles, 2018-19, 2019-20, and 2 Coppa Italias, 2020, 2021. Yet critics muttered that all the glam couldn't mask the pressure of carrying a €100 million man through each knockout night. Finally, the deal that banked him billions. In 2021, Ronaldo inked a lifetime contract with Nike worth an estimated $1 billion, shattering endorsement records. He consciously traded flashy bachelor for disciplined family man, spotlighting charity work and fatherhood as part of his evolving brand. Stick around. Next, we jet off to Saudi, where his record-breaking salary rewrote the late career playbook. In January 2023, Ronaldo stunned everyone again by signing with Al Nassr on a deal reported to be worth $200 million per year once bonuses are included. At an age when most stars wind down, he cashed in more than he ever did at Real Madrid or United. It was a move that rewrote every late career playbook in football. But the money was only the beginning of his Saudi saga. When he isn't on the training pitch, Ronaldo calls the Al Faisalia Hotel penthouse home. At around $15,000 a night, the suite comes with a private spa, dedicated butler service, and panoramic views of Riyadh's skyline. Friends say he treats the suite like a second home base, dropping in between international breaks and media appearances. And that setup is just step 1 of his ultra-luxury lifestyle. Ronaldo's fleet in Saudi is nothing short of epic. A Rolls-Royce Ghost for city cruising, a Bentley Bentayga for weekend getaways. Even armored SUVs stand ready when he needs extra security. Each vehicle is maintained by a personal driver and detailed daily, proving that even at a new club, his arrival makes headlines. Still, luxury cars don't define him. His routine does. Does he still wake up at 5 a.m. to train like a rookie? Absolutely. Despite hotel suites and car parades, Ronaldo's alarm rings at 5 a.m. He squeezes in double gym sessions, recovery lab work, and pitch drills before breakfast. Reports say he spends hours in cryotherapy and hyperbaric chambers, treating his body like a high-performance machine. That discipline has reshaped an entire league. His arrival turned the Saudi Pro League into must-watch TV across Asia and Europe. Ticket sales exploded, new sponsorships poured in, and even Champions League ambitions got sidelined as the world tuned in to see how he'd fare outside Europe. Fans couldn't believe it. Is he rewriting the late career playbook? Supporters call it the ultimate flex. He's rewriting the late career playbook, they say, marveling that a 38-year-old can still command headlines and miracles on the field. Coaches and pundits praise his discipline but quietly wonder if the level of competition can match his drive. So, What's the price of perfection? From barefoot dribbles to multi-million-dollar celebrations, Ronaldo's life embodies luxury earned through ambition. But is this the ultimate success blueprint or a cautionary tale of excess? Now, it's your turn. If you had his budget, what would you buy first? A private island, a supercar, or something else? Hit like if you're blown away, subscribe, and ring the bell for more wild athlete stories. And drop your pick in the comments. Leave a comment to tell us what Ronaldo moment blew your mind most, his Champions League hat trick, or that 1.7 million euro Bugatti. We are reading every answer.